Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star episode number 432 based on novel. So let's start. Teacher finally make the breakthrough. Luo Feng was excited. When he shared the inheritance from the ancient civilization, Primal Chaos City leader was already about to make the breakthrough. With the detailed guide of inheritance and the pressure from the war, the humans all wished for Primal Chaos City leader to make the breakthrough before the final war. However, he hadn't made the breakthrough even after the war ended. Fortunately, Luo Feng had become a universe master and had saved the war by using his endless remote ocean. Teacher craved to make a breakthrough before the war, yet he couldn't. After the war, he did. Luo Feng in a virtual universe immediately took off for where his teacher lived. At the top of Thunder Island in the virtual universe, there was hustle and bustle. Once Luo Feng arrived, he heard all the voices, vigorous, squeaky, and hoarse. Wow! Luo Feng took a look and couldn't help being surprised. So many are here, even from other races. Milky Way Horde leader, said a universe master from another race with dozens of antennae. Come, Milky Way Horde leader. Your teacher made a breakthrough, and you, as his disciple, need to give him some great presents to congratulate him. Many beings from other races walked toward Luo Feng. It was a big deal when someone became a universe supreme master. In the original universe, a race would be automatically classified as a pinnacle race once there was a universe supreme master within the race. Teacher origin had been eternally suppressed, and huge acts had died. There hadn't been a universe supreme master in the human race for a long time, which worried those in the Hong Alliance. Now that Primal Chaos City leader had finally become one, all the universe masters felt that there was now a leader. Luo Feng, Luo Feng. Primal Chaos City leader, who was surrounded by many beings, waved at Luo Feng. Luo Feng smiled and walked forward. Teacher? I was under lots of pressure and could relax even a bit before that war, and I wanted to make a breakthrough before the war. However, I didn't. Primal Chaos City leader shook his head and smiled. I didn't expect to make the breakthrough after relaxing. Luo Feng said, Teacher, you've prepared for a long time, so it's not surprising. He looked around, seeing how hectic the surroundings were. Luo Feng understood that the situation was very tense in the original universe, so Primal Chaos City leader told all the universe masters in the Hong Alliance once he had made his breakthrough. Everyone was celebrating, enhancing the unity within the Hong Alliance. The celebration lasted for more than half a day, after which the other races left one by one. Only human universe masters remained. Luo Feng, why did you transmit the information to us secretly and tell us to stay? What happened? Ice Mountain Master asked. Primal Chaos City leader, Darkness Master, Longyang Master, and the others all looked at Luo Feng. During the party, Luo Feng had indeed secretly sent a message to human universe masters. Luo Feng looked around. There will be a fight between me and Great Thunder Star Tower. Everyone suddenly became silent. Although the humans were confident in Luo Feng, a fight with Great Thunder Star Master was not a trifling matter. Luo Feng, Great Thunder Star Master is not easy to deal with, said Peng Gong Master. Huge acts die because of him, so we do need to avenge him. However, we don't need to rush it. There's a 30% chance I can kill Great Thunder Star Master, said Luo Feng. Kill him? Everyone, including Primal Chaos City leader, was shocked to their very core. Kill a Universe Supreme Master? Even other Universe Supreme Masters didn't dare to claim something like that, yet Luo Feng said it, and as only a Universe Master? They had, however, seen Luo Feng's plan before. They had witnessed how Luo Feng's endless godly power ocean could resist the soul attack from both the United Forces Alliance and the Freedom Alliance, so they at least had some confidence in him. 30%? Primal Chaos City leader said. Yes. Luo Feng nodded. But he's a Universe Supreme Master, after all. I myself am not powerful enough to kill him, so I need the surroundings in the three lands of extremis, which is why I said only 30%. If he's arrogant, he might be hit. The human universe masters, including Void Gold Master, Remote Lord Master, and Qingdong Master, were all astonished and excited at the same time. They found it too good to be true, yet they also knew that Luo Feng had both Boat of Mausoleum and the inheritance from Duandong River. With some special skills, he might actually be able to do it. If I succeed, I can get Great Thunder Godly Armor from Great Thunder Star Master, yelled Remote Lord Master. Great Thunder godly armor was a supreme true treasure that belonged to Great Thunder Star Master. Teacher? Luo Feng smiled. I tell everyone to stay because I can actually succeed. With any luck, all the great beings from Thunderstorm Star race will die instantly after Great Thunder Star Master is dead, and his small universe will dissipate. Lots of true treasures will appear. Everyone understood now. Universe masters and those under them couldn't control their own destiny. If they lived in the original universe, their life origin was the original universe. As for those life forms from the first and the second universe era, their lives were bound to miniature universes. Once a miniature universe crumbled, all the lives bound to it would die. Of course, if a miniature universe became a holy land, the undying fighters, universe knights, and universe masters in it could live forever. Everyone in the race will die, and there will be countless valuables. We do need to pay attention. Primal Chaos City leader nodded and looked to Darkness Master. Little brother, you'll go yourself. If Luo Feng succeeds, and the miniature universe starts to crumble, you can get all the valuables. Okay. Darkness Master nodded and looked at Luo Feng. Don't make me go there for nothing. Luo Feng smiled. I'll try my best. Nobody in Universe Ocean could say for certain that they could kill a Universe Supreme Master. Luo Feng was gambling as well. Darkness Master secretly left the original universe the same day, and it took him 6 days to get to the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master by natural wormholes, teleportation, and fast flying. Miniature universe. A giant black pyramid floated in the Chaos City, and inside the black pyramid, Darkness Master looked at the miniature universe in the distance. That Luo Feng is indeed crazy. He's trying to kill a Universe Supreme Master. Even if he's going to use the surroundings in the land of extremis, it's still incredible. On a giant reef at the center of whirling swamp ocean in Universe Boat. It's incredible. Luo Feng stayed in Star Tower and looked down. He could hear the discussion among Universe Masters. Normally, only Universe Supreme Masters can kill other Universe Supreme Masters during a fight. I haven't heard of any Universe Masters who killed Universe Supreme Masters. I, Luo Feng, already have power at level 9. I'm even top tier among Universe Supreme Masters. Only my speed can't exceed the limit. I can totally create a miracle. Luo Feng was aggressive. It was possible that he could do it in one-on-one combat. However, if it was 1-2 or 1-3, there wouldn't be any hope, which was why he only provoked Great Thunder Star Master. If Xinjiao Emperor and Dragon Rock Ancestor also came, Luo Feng would definitely leave and spread the word that Great Thunder Star Master was a coward. Days passed. The whirlpool in whirling swamp ocean grew increasingly terrifying, and the wind was getting stronger and stronger. The wind on the reef was milder, and the 15 Universe Masters stood there, waiting. Great Thunder Star Master will be here in a short while. Yes. Just wait and see. A fight between Great Thunder Star Master and Milky Way Horde leader. What a show to look forward to. None of those Universe Masters wanted to miss it. Just as they were chatting, a giant bolt of lightning slashed the sky above the darkness of whirling swamp ocean. It arrived on top of the reef from the space in the distance. The Universe Masters who were originally relaxed were all excited. A voice came from the sky. Human brat. Give me Thunder Shuttle Master. The giant bolt of lightning from the sky formed the shape of a towering thunder giant. A giant ball of lightning was spinning on its chest. He gazed down with an icy expression. Great Thunder, said a cold voice. A silver-caped and silver-winged young man walked out of the side door of Star Tower. He extended his left hand, and Star Tower immediately shrank and fell onto his palm. He sneered and looked up at the Thunder Giant, who was standing still. Great Thunder, Thunder Shuttle Master's life is in my hands, now. How dare you still be so reckless in front of me? Humph. The Thunder Giant in the sky looked down and snorted, trying to suppress his fury. Tell me, what must I do before you will let Thunder Shuttle Master go? Easy, said Luo Feng. Kneel and grovel in front of me and beg for my mercy. Then I'll spare Thunder Shuttle Master. The Universe Masters from the other races were all shocked. Luo Feng was insane. Bastard, the Thunder Giant roared. You dare to insult a Universe Supreme Master? You deserve to die? Luo Feng looked up at the Thunder Giant in the sky. Insult you, he said. If I were powerful enough, I would have tortured and killed you 1,000 times. Great Thunder Star Master looked down. He immediately understood that the humans knew the three who had been involved in Huge Axe's death. That was why Luo Feng insulted him like this. "It seems you're not going to give me Thunder Shuttle Master," said Great Thunder Star Master, looking down. "I didn't mean to in the first place," said Luo Feng coldly. "Thunder Shuttle," Great Thunder Star Master said in the sky. "I'll avenge you." All the Universe Masters already hidden in the palace true treasures grew excited after hearing him say this. They all understood that Great Thunder Star Master no longer planned to rescue Thunder Shuttle Master. Instead, he was going to fight Luo Feng. "Human brat, I'll show you how stupid it is to challenge a Supreme Master." Thunder Giant roared. His right leg, which was 100 million kilometers long, turned into a great bolt of lightning, striking toward the reef. It was so powerful that the space the lightning passed through was shattered into particles. Great Thunder Star Master is really out of his mind. He must have treated us as non-existent for him to be able to attack all the way here. The Universe Masters who had hidden in their palace true treasures were all scared out of their wits. Quickly, they started to manipulate their palace true treasures and flew off in all directions to avoid him. Even if they were all hiding in their palace true treasures, even in a head-on confrontation, they would still be able to survive the attack and just be merely affected by the waves of the attack. The humongous lightning bolt was earth-shattering, and it had crashed down toward Luo Feng, who was right in the middle of the reef. Snake-like electrical currents appeared like rolling waves. Roar! Upon being bombarded by the lightning bolt, a gigantic, single-horned lizard standing in the middle of the reef looked up at the sky above. "Great thunder! If you are truly capable enough, then bring it on." With a thrust of his 4 hooves, the gigantic, single-horned lizard charged straight into the endless whirling swamp ocean at its side. A body-transforming beast god? The Thunder Giant looked down from the sky above and sneered. "Merely the technique of a Universe Master, and yet you dare to show off before me." From the sky high above, the Thunder Giant charged down at the endless whirling swamp ocean in an instant. After creating a splash of icy-cold water, the Thunder Giant dove into the ocean. Universe Masters from the various other races, who had fled far from the scene to hide and watch the war, boarded their palace true treasures and flew back to the reef. Milky Way Horde Leader has transformed into a golden beast god and fled into whirling swamp ocean. Great Thunder Star Master is in hot pursuit and has charged into the ocean too. It is extremely dangerous within whirling swamp ocean. That Milky Way Horde Leader is simply out of his mind. 15 Universe Masters from various races were watching the ongoing war, but no one could clearly see what was happening. They could only rely on the energy ripples detected to judge the situation. At the ocean bed of whirling swamp ocean. Ha ha, Great Thunder Star Master was moving at a high speed within the endless ocean water, and he was brimming with confidence. "That human chap. You think you are my match in this whirling swamp ocean? How wrong you are." As a Universe Supreme Master, Great Thunder Star Master was not foolish. He was aware that the only threat Luo Feng could use against him was his extremely strong ability to survive. Because Luo Feng had the boat of Mausoleum, no matter how dangerous the environment was, so long as he hid in it, he could pass through the worst. This was why if they were in extremely dangerous environments like the core ground of Universe Boat, he would never get involved with Luo Feng. Whirling Swamp Ocean was one of the dangerous lands in the internal region of Universe Boat. But when compared to the core region, there was a vast difference in the level of danger. "I have a supreme true treasure godly armor on me and possess the godly body of a Universe Supreme Master," Great Thunder Star Master told himself. "Relying on these, all the other whirlpools in the entire whirling swamp ocean will not be able to harm me. The only threat I face now will be the core of this whirling swamp ocean, the core whirlpool, which is the birthplace of many pinnacle true treasures." How vast the whirling swamp ocean was. The only place that could annihilate Great Thunder Star Master was the core whirlpool of this ocean. So long as I avoid that place, I will not be in any danger. Great Thunder Star Master was very confident. The Thunder Giant moved extremely quickly, so quick that it far exceeded 100 times the limit of light speed. Soon, he caught up with Luo Feng, who had transformed into Golden Beast God. Golden Beast God was trying its best to advance in the direction of the core whirlpool. Apparently, it wanted to take the battle to the core whirlpool. "You, young human chap. You want to take the battle to the core whirlpool? You want me killed by the core whirlpool?" Great Thunder Star Master came crashing all the way to end up in front of Golden Beast God. With one kick, a large lightning bolt went crashing down to hack onto the body of Golden Beast God. Golden Beast God was thrown off balance as he retreated backward. "So foolish. My speed far exceeds 100 times light speed. If I want to fight, I fight. If I want to leave, I leave. Why would I be so silly as to enter the core whirlpool? Great Thunder Star Master laughed loudly. He was, indeed, very arrogant. On the outside, he may have seemed arrogant, but in his heart, Great Thunder Star Master was exercising extreme vigilance. In the entire whirling swamp ocean, the only place that posed a threat to him was the core whirlpool, which was not too far away. Only this one place. But Great Thunder Star Master understood that most of the time, downfall might not be due to the dangers on the surface, but rather due to accidentally falling into the ploys of malicious manipulators. This Luo Feng had, after all, received the inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River. Who knew what special techniques he was capable of? I must be vigilant, Great Thunder Star Master reminded himself. Roar! Luo Feng let out a roar, and the head of the beast god turned to look at Great Thunder Star Master. In a low voice, it taunted, "How timid you are! Could it be that you dared not fight me by the edge of the core whirlpool?" The moment one fully completed the beast god path to become a universe master, then most certainly, he would be able to transform into a beast god. Not only was Luo Feng in the godly body of a beast god, but even his crazy demon extermination godly armor had transformed into beast god form. His original body was protected within his crazy demon extermination godly armor, which, in turn, took on the form of a beast god. This crazy demon extermination godly armor would then be like a pinnacle palace true treasure, where only the core whirlpool of whirling swamp ocean could destroy this golden beast god. Other places would pose no threat to it at all. You really think I'm as foolish as you? The thunder giant gave an angry roar. With a step forward, he suddenly raised both arms high up and joined them together. The moment his lightning arms were joined, countless lightning bolts appeared in an entangled mass. Then, together with his raised arms, he let out an angry shout and charged at Luo Feng. It as though the universe was hacked in two. Roar! Luo Feng, who was in the form of a beast god, also roared. Without any intention of dodging, he leaped forward instantly to meet the approaching thunder giant. A gigantic lightning bolt that resembled a whip of lightning lashed out at the fast-approaching golden beast god, ripping the sky with one claw. In mid-flight, Golden Beast God suddenly extended its right-hand claws with a wave, in preparation of confronting the approaching lightning whip. Every claw on its right hoof was as sharp as battle blades. Or, more accurately, every claw was a battle blade, blood ghost blade. The right-hand claws of Golden Beast God waved about without restraint, and the claws were naturally doing the same. A streak of blade light appeared. It was weak when it first appeared, but shortly after, it grew bigger and thicker, to the extent of being able to sweep through everything within heaven and earth. A miniature universe appeared and enveloped the huge lightning whip that was hacking at Golden Beast God. The miniature universe cracked open to reveal a thin blade ray that sliced through the lightning whip, causing it to disintegrate in an instant. The blade ray then skimmed across whirling swamp ocean, easily slicing through the ocean as though it were as soft as tofu. It reached the thunder giant, where it continued on its streak of attack and swiftly sliced through its body. This was Luo Feng's self-created blade technique, Nirvana Renaissance. The thunder giant was forced to retreat a few steps back, creating ripples in the surrounding ocean water. He looked at Luo Feng, feeling a mixture of confusion and shock. Did Luo Feng just execute an 8th tier as the top-level combat power? A moment ago, the continued consumption of Luo Feng's godly body had been to sustain the constant execution of extermination. Furthermore, with the unique characteristic of Blood Ghost Blade, Luo Feng was able to attack with a combat power that reached the 8th tier as the top level. The strength of this force, even with a supreme true treasure armor as protection, meant that Great Thunder Star Master would still feel the pressure. His combat power was only at the 8th tier as the top level. Impossible. Ah! The thunder giant let out a roar of rage. Even if you have the inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River, you still have to die today. Without warning, numerous arms started appearing from around the thunder giant's rib cage, where he originally only had 2 arms, now he wielded a total of 36 arms. Thunderstorm Star was originally a race that originated from Thunderstorm Star Planet. The moment the thunder giant became a true god, because his source of origin had designed his body, he would return to his true form, which was the most dazzling light sphere in the core of his body. His arms, head and all other body parts were gathered and pieced together with his godly power, so of course, he could have any number of arms he desired. Take this blow of mine, the thunder giant bellowed. Every arm held a strange, triangular cone, making a total of 36 triangular cones. Every single one of them was a pinnacle true treasure. This formed a complete set of pinnacle true treasures, Universe Imperial Cone, which was quite compatible with this thunder giant. Roar! Bring it on! Golden Beast God bellowed as he went head-on with Thunder God again. Streaks of golden rays of lightning shot out from every sharp cone. A total of 36 golden rays of lightning converged in a single moment to form a huge golden cone. The claws on Golden Beast God's right hoof waved wildly, and the blade ray was swept up with everything else. Soundlessly, the miniature universe enveloped the golden cones at the point where both were colliding against one another. Both were annihilated at the same time, and the strong after-effects swept up everything in the surroundings. Golden Beast God suddenly released a small tower. Go! The small tower expanded rapidly. Golden Beast God roared as he attempted to charge forward again. Star Tower! Great Thunder Star Master saw Star Tower flying toward him, and his eyes reflected his greedy desires. He did not dodge the approaching Star Tower. The claws on the hoof of Beast God, who was actually Luo Feng in his transformed body, and the triangular cones of Great Thunder Star Master. A head-on confrontation between the two entities commenced, and power met with power. At lightning speed, Star Tower, lofty like a towering mountain, crashed onto the head of Great Thunder Star Master, who was making no attempt to dodge. Great Thunder Star Master's entire body was sent crashing down. There was a dent in his skull as part of it sank in from the blow he had received. Yet with the flow of lightning, his skull seemed to recover in no time. 8th tier as the top-level combat power. Great Thunder Star Master was shocked and gazed at Star Tower. Great Thunder! Beast God Luo Feng roared as he charged forward like a lunatic. Alternating between his left and right hooves, he was clawing his way forward. Blood Ghost Blade was, at times, a sharp claw on his right hoof, at other times, it would be a sharp claw on his left hoof. Golden Beast God was incomparably brutal and fierce, as he was clashing against Great Thunder Star Master in an all-out face-off. He refused to lose. At the same time, Star Tower was exchanging blows with Great Thunder Star Master. Every hit was like a full-fledged attack dealt by a Universe Supreme Master. His attacks carried power at the 8th tier level. Within a fleeting moment, it felt as though two Universe Supreme Masters were attacking at the same time. Such an impact sent Great Thunder Star Master retreating backward. How could he be so strong, said Great Thunder Star Master. Even for a Universe Supreme Master to execute such force at the 8th tier level. Firstly, he must have a secret technique, and secondly, he must have a suitable true treasure. This Luo Feng, be it at close range or through the manipulation of Star Tower, is able to unleash such powerful force. He is only a Universe Master. This inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River is simply too powerful. Great Thunder Star Master was forced to retreat upon being attached. As he looked on, behind him was the core whirlpool of the whirling swamp ocean. After all, the reef was near to the core whirlpool to begin with. Right at the beginning, when Luo Feng entered Whirling Swamp Ocean, he headed straight in the direction of the core whirlpool, so the distance was reduced even more. At that moment, the battle was brought right next to the core whirlpool as they continued to fight. The strangulation power of the whirlpool was so strong that it had already spread its influence all over the surroundings. How can a mere Universe Master wield such terrifying combat power? Great Thunder Star Master said. He was jealous and angry at the same time, but he still maintained a cool composure. Behind me is the core whirlpool. I can't go on fighting now. If I continue to fight, I will definitely be at a disadvantage. Therefore, he made up his mind very quickly. Ha ha ha. Young human chap, this inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River is indeed impressive if it can even allow you to achieve such combat power where I am unable to do anything to you. I shall stop here for now. While I have annihilated Huge Axe, you have killed my Thunder Master in return. Calculating the difference, I am still the winner. Ha ha. While still laughing with great arrogance, Great Thunder Star Master immediately accelerated and prepared to make a speedy departure. Great Thunder Star Master thought he couldn't gain anything even if he kept fighting Luo Feng. On the contrary, he might suffer losses if he wasn't careful enough. He immediately decided to leave, and just when he started to flee, endless and dimming golden light spread, covering an area of more than 1 square light year. Snowy sand floated. It was as if it were another dimension. The sand floated around the ocean but was immediately annihilated when it got close to the core whirlpool. Apparently, it couldn't cover that terrifying area. Golden Country and Snow Sand Ocean. They were performed at the same time. Under Duanmia, the power was incredibly strong, and it bound Great Thunder Star Master. Humph! Great Thunder Star Master looked aloof. The binding affected him, but he could still be 100 times faster than light speed. It would just take him more time. Suppress! Luo Feng's beast god suddenly yelled. Star Tower, which was trying to strike at Great Thunder Star Master like a mountain, suddenly started to spin. It started to give out a dimming light, and there were engravings on the surface of the tower that looked like screw threads. The light on the screw thread engravings kept spinning, and Star Tower pressed against Great Thunder Star Master. In terms of speed, even great beings couldn't compare with weapons. Star Tower had lost its ferocity before. Instead, it kept pressing down, trembling. Star Tower immediately fell on the head of Great Thunder Star Master. Huh? Great Thunder Star Master, who was trying to flee, was like a mouse being suppressed by a giant rock. He couldn't move. Heavy. Too heavy. Great Thunder Star Master felt the full impact of the pressure being exerted by Star Tower. It wasn't just weight, but suppression. When Star Tower fell on him, it was as if they were combined. The weight from Star Tower became his weight as well. It felt as if he were carrying a miniature universe. It was so heavy that he couldn't walk at all. It was like remote ocean. Remote ocean couldn't move by itself, and it was staggeringly slow. Now, Great Thunder Star Master was slower than endless remote ocean. Impossible, impossible. Great Thunder Star Master yelled, and lightning burst from his body. The thunder light ball at the center of his body suddenly exploded and reached its maximum power. Great Thunder Star Master could only fly slowly, slower than 10,000 kilometers per second. No, 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 he roared, trying to speed up. 10,000 kilometers per second was his limit. The more he sped up, the stronger the pressure from Star Tower became. Luo Feng was quite satisfied. I've already fully comprehended the 4th and the 5th level of engravings on Star Tower. The 4th level is called Hit. The 5th level is called Suppress. Luo Feng didn't bother coming up with mysterious names. However, the 4th and 5th level of engravings on Star Tower excited him. The main function of Star Tower before was hitting, and it was at level 4. The 5th level was at level 8. Under Duanmia, it was at level 9. Under such powerful suppression, even Great Thunder Star Master found it difficult to move. If you have a helper you can collaborate with, you can blast my Star Tower away, Luo Feng thought. If we were somewhere safer, you could keep fighting me. After all, maintaining attacks at level 9 consumes a great deal of godly power, and I kept performing Duanmia, so it consumes much more. You have a larger godly body, have more advanced godly power, so you'll definitely have an advantage if we're stuck in a long fight. Unfortunately for you, I set you up. Everything's going as planned. Die, Great Thunder Star Master. Thoughts flooded Luo Feng's mind. When he controlled the 5th level engravings, and when Star Tower suppressed Great Thunder Star Master, a giant object appeared from the ocean. The ancient ship showed up and raced toward Great Thunder Star Master. No! Great Thunder Star Master felt that he was being pressured by Star Tower and couldn't get away. He used Universe Imperial Cone to attack it, but even his own body was constrained by the suppression, so he couldn't move Star Tower at all. He was incredibly slow. Boat of Mausoleum, which was 10 billion kilometers long, charged at him. He was slower than 10,000 kilometers per second, so he couldn't avoid it at all. Luo Feng's beast god watched. He was doomed. Great Thunder Star Master was definitely doomed. His godly power could maintain suppression at level 9 easily. Great Thunder Star Master was being hit by Boat of Mausoleum, which couldn't be moved even by a large group of Universe Masters. This terrifying ship could definitely push Great Thunder Star Master into Core Whirlpool, which was exceedingly powerful. There was a tranquil portal at the very center as that at the center of a tornado. Sometimes, there would be true treasures emerging from the Core Whirlpool. However, Great Thunder Star Master would be crushed and killed before it could reach the center of the Core Whirlpool. Even Universe Supreme Masters needed Supreme True Treasure Palaces to survive the Core Whirlpool. Star Tower was for suppression, Boat of Mausoleum was for pushing, and the Core Whirlpool was for killing. Luo Feng stared at that thunder giant and delighted in his life withering away. You made me do this. Great Thunder Star Master suddenly roared in anger. Luo Feng! Luo Feng! You made me do this. You did this. Drop dead. Luo Feng sensed that something bad was going to happen. Quick, push him. Luo Feng drove Boat of Mausoleum with all his power, making it as fast as possible. At that moment, Great Thunder Star Master had gone completely insane. After that roar, there was black air everywhere on his giant body, surrounded by lightning. Black air emanated outward, making him howl in agony. That mysterious black air looked harmless, but Luo Feng's instincts told him otherwise. Danger, danger, danger. Every part of his godly power was screaming as if it had encountered a terrifying being. Dodge! Luo Feng rushed into Boat of Mausoleum. Star Tower was suppressing Great Thunder Star Master, so he could only hide in Boat of Mausoleum. Great Thunder Star Master was insane. You want to kill me? He roared. You can die first. The endless black air surged out of his thunder body, and it slashed the surrounding space. Its speed was limited like a domain true treasure, covering the area after it was performed. It spread toward Luo Feng instantly and started to pierce Golden Horn Beast Luo Feng. This is nothing, nothing, Luo Feng told himself. I can totally resist it. My crazy demon extermination godly armor is also in the shape of a beast god, like a pinnacle true treasure palace. Although Luo Feng was fearful in his heart, his godly power was terrified, as if at the mercy of all-consuming flames. His godly power was terrified of the black air, it wasn't influenced by Luo Feng's mind. Luo Feng's logic told him that nothing existing in universe ocean that was this horrifying. After all, he was very powerful, and a beast god formed by crazy demon extermination godly armor was like a pinnacle true treasure palace. Crazy demon extermination godly armor needed to be broken before his godly body could be hit. However, no supreme masters were able to break a pinnacle true treasure palace. The seemingly ordinary black air enveloped the entire golden beast god. How did crazy demon extermination godly armor form a beast god? It was via godly power. That was why there was godly power burning on crazy demon extermination godly armor. The black air and the golden beast god kept consuming each other. As the black air completely enveloped the golden beast god, the godly power maintaining crazy demon extermination godly armor was suddenly consumed at a fast rate. The black air was consumed as well, but there was too much of it, and it was coming from every inch of the godly body of Great Thunder Star Master. Hold it, hold it, hold it, Luo Feng tried to transmit his godly power as much as possible to maintain crazy demon extermination godly armor, but it was consumed faster than it was being supplied. It was like a ball of flames being extinguished by water. As for crazy demon extermination godly armor, it was disintegrated as soon as the godly power was fully consumed. The horrifying black air twisted into a weird shape, enveloping Luo Feng. Godly power and black air kept consuming each other. Ha ha ha. Great Thunder Star Master roared recklessly. You made me do this. You made me do this. You're only a universe master, and you don't have much of a godly body or godly power. We're not even at the same level. If you were a universe supreme master, you would be able to last longer. However, you're only a universe master. Even if your godly power were 1,000 times more, you would still die in the end. Ha ha ha. Once you die, all your true treasures, including Star Tower, will be mine. Even if you have multiple bodies, they won't make it in time to save you. Great Thunder Star Master was furious and excited at the same time. Just as he stopped shouting, Luo Feng's godly body in the distance was already annihilated. He had no idea how to deal with black air like this. Even the memory stones from the Duan Dong River inheritance didn't have any records of such black air. Or if there was, it had been covered by the original mind. Luo Feng had no idea how to resist or attack it. And without an attack, he could only use his godly power. As for his original body, at 100,000 kilometers tall, it was already annihilated. The 4 silver wings, crazy demon extermination armor, a world ring, and blood shadow blade all floated. This greatly excited Great Thunder Star Master. However, the enormous spaceship, Boat of Mausoleum, didn't stop at all. Rather, it still slammed into Great Thunder Star Master. This video will end here.